Hello everybody and welcome to Jazzy Waffles, the YouTube channel that makes videos once in a blue moon with no rhyme or reason to the topic or upload schedule. In today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at my predictions for the upcoming 9.5 remaining months of the anniversary year for My Singing Monsters, a game that I have never talked about on this channel, but it's something I'm interested in, so sure, might as well do that. The first 11 weeks of Anniversary Month have already happened at this point, but as a quick refresher, I'm going to throw a graphic up on the screen. Thus far in Anniversary Month, we have had 12 rares migrated to Amber Island, Tring migrated to Amber Island, we had a brand new monster by Sonorous on Amber Island, 5 new mythical monsters, our first mythical rare and mythical island, we've had Rare Jamboree, Rare Wither, and we've had the Dipsters and Clavavera making their way to Bone Island for the first time. And that's quite a lot of content just within those first 11 weeks, but we have 41 weeks left to talk about, so let's start by getting into Feastember, which starts tomorrow. So Feastember is beginning on the 16th of November, which as of this upload is tomorrow, and it's going to run through the 2018th, so 12 days. During that period, we're going to get the same stuff we usually get every year: Gobblegord, Firehaven rares and epics, decorations, costumes, etc. These things are obvious, so I'm pretty much going to skip over them for the rest of the seasons. Just sort of think of those things as implied unless it's something I specifically need to point out. In addition to the usual stuff, we are also going to get the mythical and dream mythical for Firehaven, as well as a new epic fire monster. My bet is either on Flowa or Glowl. After that, on the 7th of December and running through the 2nd of January, we're going to have the Festival of Yay, which is going to kick off with another new rare or epic, maybe another new epic fire monster, who knows. On the same day that Festival of Yay begins, we're also going to see the start of Amber Island Wave 10, which is going to bring Incisor and Rare Yelmet. And that is going to run from the 7th to the 4th of January. When Wave 10 ends, Wave 11 will begin and run for 4 weeks as usual. That is going to introduce Rare Flummox, as well as Dromedary, which is going to be the last fire monster that we actually currently know the name and appearance of. And after Dromedary shows up, we're going to have to start having Fire Quints drop both in My Singing Monsters and in Dawn of Fire, which is going to be very interesting to see when that does start up. A week after Wave 11 begins, on the 11th of January, we'll see the beginning of the first celebration of Crescendo Moon on Magical Sanctum. This is going to add the Dipsters and Caralong to the island, and is going to introduce one new rare magical, probably Flores or Zister, or something to that effect. Shortly before the end of Wave 11, on the 25th of January, we will see the beginning of the Season of Love. In addition to the usual, Rare Yostrich is also going to be entering the game during this celebration. This will run until around the 15th of February. On the 1st of February, and running through the 1st of March, Wave 12 of Amber Island will take place. During this wave, we will see the introduction of Rare Krillby, and one of the 3 remaining Fire Quints in both My Singing Monsters and Dawn of Fire simultaneously. This will then be immediately followed from the 1st of March to the 29th of March with the 13th wave, which will introduce Rare Edamame and the second of those Fire Quints debuting in both games. At the same time as Wave 13, on the 1st of March, we will see the first celebration of Cloverspell, bringing the Dipsters and Fiddle to Fairy Island and giving us another new rare magical monster on that island. Starting on the 22nd of March and running through the 11th of April, we will have Extravaganza. In addition to the usual things, we will get the Water Island Mythical and Dream Mythical, and a new rare or epic, potentially a new epic fire monster. During Extravaganza on the 29th of March, Wave 14 of Amber Island will drop, which will add the last fire monster as well as Rare Pongping. When Wave 14 ends on the 26th of April, we're not going to get Wave 15. Instead, we're going to get the Echoes of Eco event, which is going to be celebrated for the first time on Amber Island. Vivine will be added to the island. All common monsters will be made available for those 2 weeks until the 10th of May, and I think we're going to get our first 6 epic monsters on the island, rare Kana, and the 5 rare dual elements. This is why I suggested previously that we might get rare Glowl and Flowa and other epic fire monsters, because 3 of the 5 epic fire double elements just don't exist in game yet, so having those premiere before this event would make sense. On the 10th of May, when Echoes of Eco ends, it's back to the wave system. However, there are no new common monsters to introduce. So, instead of having a new common and a new rare, from now on, from waves 15 to 18, there will be 2 new rares per wave. This first wave of this new breed is going to introduce rare Chiawa and rare Bisonorous. On the 24th of May, Perplex Explorer will arrive on Fire Oasis, bringing Spirit, the Fire Oasis Mythical and Dream Mythical, and a new epic fire monster, possibly Epic Snizer. A week later, on the 31st of May, Life Formula will begin, and will bring with it Munculus on Ethereal Island, a new Epic Ethereal, possibly Epic Humbug if it hasn't premiered by this point, and the Crystallium Castle upgrades for Ethereal Island. The 2 celebrations are going to overlap with each other, and both will run for about 2 weeks each. During the second half of Life Formula, on the 7th of June, we'll get Wave 16 on Amber Island. It'll introduce Rare Incisor and Rare Candelabra to Amber Island. Then on the 21st, the first Sky Painting will begin, adding Whizbang and the Dipsters to Light Island, and adding a new Rare Magical to the island. The celebration, as usual, around 2 weeks. On the 5th of July, Wave 17 will begin and introduce Rare Dromedary and the first Rare Quint that was added earlier in the year. And then a week later, on the 12th, Summer Song will begin, adding the Earth Island Mythical and Dream Mythical to the game, and completing Mythical Island's core of 15 monsters. It will also add a new Rare or Epic, I think probably an Epic Ethereal. Summer Song will run until a few days into August. Around the time that it ends, on the 2nd of August, the final Amber Island wave of the year will begin, bringing with it the final 2 rare fire monsters and setting the stage for the 11th anniversary month to bring the triple element epic fire monsters to the game, just like how they were added with the rares back in September. Starting on the 16th and running around 2 weeks until the 30th, the final celebration of the year will be Mind Boggle, adding Bookworm to Psychic Island alongside a new magical rare and the Dipsters. Despite all of the predictions that I've gone over in this video, I've actually left things out, believe it or not, after 8 minutes of talking. Yeah, I know, there's a lot coming this year. At some point, the Colossals will begin to awaken, possibly only the natural Colossals, possibly more. We may also get additional rares and epics that I didn't even mention, and who knows how much crazier Anniversary Month is going to be. Given the pace that we've been going for the past 11 weeks, I genuinely think that I've underestimated how much we're going to get. We may even get a new island. But what do you think? Leave your own thoughts and predictions in the comments down below, and let me know how I did. And if you're from the future, hey, how did I do? Did I overestimate, underestimate? Was I pretty much spot on? I'd love to see. If you liked the video, why not give it a like and consider subscribing? That lets me know that I did a good job and that I should do more videos like this in the future. I've been Jazzy Waffles. Happy monstering!